Victor Olofsson has been a pleasant surprise so far this season. How long can we expect him to keep this hot streak going? Let's talk about that in a new episode of Locked On Avalanche. Coming at you.
You're Locked On Avalanche, your daily podcast on the Colorado Avalanche. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Locked On Avalanche, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm your host, Chris Micieli. Joining me, as always, Mr. Zach Pearson. Thank you for tuning in, making this your first listen of the day. That is always appreciated. If you want to get in on our conversation and join our subtext, the link is in the show notes below. You chat with us one-on-one, get your opinion, everything Avalanche related, and share it on this very podcast. We're going to get to more questions today that we didn't get to yesterday. And we have some Olympic jerseys that have been announced and released. Canada and Finland have released theirs. I haven't seen any others. Have you yet?
No.
That was it?
I've checked a couple of times.
Yep.
I saw the Canada ones when they were first announced. You sent me the Finland ones. I haven't seen any others, so we'll just wait and see.
Maybe this is just the first domino, and this is kind of what, things will start happening where more and more will start to get revealed, because Olympics are not that far away. I know we're just happy that we're celebrating like the start of a new hockey season, and Olympics are really right around the corner. So it's 4 months, but
hockey,
3
Olympic
months.
Hockey is right around the corner.
Yeah, can't wait. So all right, let's dive back into some questions that we had from yesterday. We got to the subtext crew yesterday, so some of these are from the Instagram side. We had one on Victor Olofsson saying the question was, is one of the best surprise pickups. In my response to them, I said, this was Matt, what is his name? I said I would remove the surprise part of it. I mean, I would, because you know what? Maybe the surprise part is just, he is producing, like how much he's producing so far. Yeah. Maybe that's the surprise, because through 14 games, he's got 12 points, 5 goals, 7 assists. So he's kind of balanced out there with how much he's scoring and how much he's dishing out. So maybe that is the surprise, but I feel like we knew what he was capable of. Like, he's always had an offensive ability. He's always had a really good shot. You don't expect that stuff to go away. And I think he was a good fit for the Avalanche, who can bring a goal scorer. They can bring even a better goal scorer out of some of these guys.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I knew it was going to happen this way. But we liked the signing at the time, and he's kind of just proving everybody right now.
Yeah, and let's see, his shooting percentage right now is 11.9. I just had to pull that up because I was curious, because it felt like, I'm actually surprised it's that high, because to me, the first few games with no goals starting out the season, he still looked good. I didn't have any problem with his game, but not scoring any of those goals, I really thought that'd be lower. But what is that, 5 goals in the last 2 home games? He's looked really good.
Yep.
I can't expect this current pace to be his pace throughout the whole season. It has to kind of level out, you would think, at some point. Like, you're not going to get 5 goals every 2 games. That's just not how it's going to happen. But the overall pace for the season, the way he's been playing, he is a good shooter. He's got a good, very good offensive, kind of aggressive mindset as far as shooting the puck, and not, the power play still passes a little bit too much, even with him on it, but it does feel like he is willing to take those shots, and he's getting rewarded for it recently. So I think he's going to stay hot for a while. I think he's going to be a really, really good addition for the Avs the whole season.
Yeah, I think the opportunities that he's getting right now, I think bode well for him, in the fact that if he does hit a little bit of a lull, as long as he doesn't get pulled out of like the power play, he's in a situation where he can continue socking these points away, getting these goals, getting these assists. You know what I mean? Like, he's not just a fixture on the third line and go do the best you can, dude. No, like, they've already bumped him up to the second line for a couple games. So that's there. they put him on the top power play unit. So those opportunities are there. So it's more than just you're playing third line minutes and do the best you can. You're getting a lot of other opportunities. So, and he, like we said, he's got the goal scoring ability. Most of his career he's played in Buffalo. And in Buffalo, he put up a 20-goal season in his second year, 2019-2020. Another 20-goal season in 21-22, a 28-goal season in 22-23. And this is for the Sabres.
Yeah.
When, it's just, they haven't been good for over a decade now. So those are pretty decent numbers for a subpar team. And it's one of those things where you bring him into here. And the one year he was in Vegas, 56 games, he had 15 goals there, 14 assists, so 29 points, but it was a plus 17. It just seems like the fit is right and the opportunities are going to be given to him. So yeah, if he goes a stretch without a few points, as long as Bednar doesn't say like, well, I'm removing you from the power play, he can get back on track. So I think I agree with you in this whole, like, you're not getting 5 goals. That's tough to ask out of anybody,
right?
Nick McKinnon's of the world. But I think he can ride this. I'm excited to see what his numbers will be at the end of the season, because he's going to be in the mix.
He's on pace for right around 30 goals.
Yeah. I mean, you could say, like, if I were to ask you right now, like, you feel confident that he could get a career high in goals playing with this Colorado Avalanche team?
Could. Yeah.
Could.
Yeah.
Could. I think that's the right answer, is he could.
I don't know that I'd throw my FanDuel free bet on it, but I think I think he definitely could. He's really, and again, it's because he's got that good offensive mindset. He's got that kind of aggressive mindset. He's, like you said, he's in the positive column. He's already at 12 points so far this season. That puts him on pace for around 70, maybe a couple more. As I just said, on pace for around 30 goals. So hitting some of those career highs absolutely could be a possibility, especially if he keeps on this top power play unit. And I think with Val on the top power play unit too, being up in the net front, helping to kind of get the goaltender's eyes off of anything, it's going to keep stuff open, and you're always going to have teams following Mac and Nachos around. So he's going to have some opportunities there. I really like the way his season's looking.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing to watch will be, because he signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Where do they go from here? You know what I mean? Like, we were talking about Nachos and, holding out because his numbers were going to go up. We all know how that ended up. This could be a smaller scale, but he puts up good numbers. The Avalanche are going to want to throw him an extension.
Yeah.
And try to sign him for longer term if he's playing well and he's a good fit. So we always go to the top guys when it's, an extension, but the middle to bottom 6 guys, they can get extensions too, by the way. It's not just for the top guys. So something to watch. And it's a very cap friendly. What was he? 1.575.
Yeah. Right now.
So
keeps playing like this, that'll go up a little bit, because
sure.
How old is he? He's
pretty young. He's 30. He is 30. I thought he was 29. I didn't think he actually hit 30 yet. So okay.
You could get like a few year extension for him. Probably keep it like, tell him we'll give you an extra year or something if you bring the price down a little bit. Karen, and might be somebody that you could have keep around for a while if he continues playing like this.
I'll say, but he's has been a pleasant surprise so far, and kind of expected. I hate to say, I hate to be like that guy. I just feel good about when the Avalanche can bring in players that they can get the best out of them, especially guys that have an offensive ability to them like he does. So there you go. Let's what time? Yeah, let's get in a break here, and then we come back. Someone threw out a good question about potential fix for the overtime issues that the Avalanche have been having. So we're going to get a break in, and we will talk about that right after this. All right, let's Be real here. Making excuses doesn't solve anything. We've all heard them before. It's just stress. I'm tired, or it happens to everyone. But when it comes to performance, sometimes your body just needs a little extra support, and that's where Rugiet comes in. Rugiet.com offers fast-acting, doctor-prescribed treatments for ED designed to help you stop making excuses and start making moves. So visit Rugiet.com. That's RUGIET.com/LockedOnNHL to get 15% off of your first order. Once again, Rugiet.com/LockedOnNHL. Don't forget to use that promo code LockedOnNHL so they know that we sent you to them. That is Rugiet. Stop making excuses and start making moves. Also brought to you by Doer. Did you get your?
Still waiting. Monday.
You're still waiting.
Got a notification
Monday.
that says Monday they supposedly should be here. So
for the next few days, you're just gonna have to listen to me and telling you how incredibly comfortable and awesome these jeans are.
I know you're giving me really bad FOMO here. I need to get the jeans.
It's amazing. Yes, you can get FOMO from a pair of jeans, believe it or not. I'm not even kidding you. They are my go-to jean now. I'm wearing them every day. We're going away on a nice little weekend vacation here. They are already packed away. They are incredibly, incredibly comfortable jeans. And I'm not a guy that like goes on and on about jeans. To me, jeans are jeans. But when there's a good jean, you have to kind of call it out. And these things they're fantastic. So Doer jeans, they have 5 times the stretch of traditional denim. They're antibacterial, meaning your jeans stay fresh longer, so you can wear more and wash less. And they're made with a Cool Max that regulates your body temperature and wicks moisture. So get a load of that. It's pretty awesome. So simply put, Doer makes the world's most comfortable pants without having to sacrifice anything on style. And I can attest to that. And you can check out Doer in store too. If you live in Denver, it's at 2621 Laramie Street. So pick up a pair for yourself, or holiday season is basically here. Great holiday gift. What's that?
It is. I said good grief because you took me off guard. I'm not ready for that yet, but I guess that Doer store is looking pretty good for the holidays.
It's go for it. Go for it. So mention the promo code Locked On Denver in store to get 15% off of your first order, or check them out online at shopdoer. That's DUER.com/LockedOnDenver. And you get the 15% off there as well. So shopdoer.com/LockedOnDenver. Go get the most comfortable jeans you will ever buy in your life. Got a question about the overtime, and we all know the overtime issues that the Avalanche have been having so far this season. So Joey asked, would putting our penalty killer players in overtime make it better? That would be going against the norm on how you typically do the 3-on-3 overtime. And I kind of jokingly, but maybe not so much jokingly, threw out there, why not?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Lose another one? Like, you've already lost them all so far. You want to come up with a fix. Everybody's saying like, oh, break up McKinnon and Natchez. Why not throw some penalty killers out there? Because your penalty killers, they could have some offensive ability too. And, 3-on-3, if they're able to get a puck, some fluky way, they can go score a goal.
Yeah.
They're not just there for defense. You have to believe that, hey, even 3-on-3, your most defensive-minded guy, if given an opportunity on 3-on-3 in open ice, he can score a goal.
Yeah.
It's weird. It'll never happen, but I like it. What do you think?
They've had a few shorthanded opportunities recently. The top penalty kill unit has had some chances there. You've had Kelly really should have had that goal if when the goaltender toe picked, and I can't think of who it was right now, or not heel picked.
It was the San Jose game, right? Yeah.
Yep. And so you had that one, and like there's been some opportunities where they've gone down the ice with a chance to pop a shorthanded one in. I don't think there's any chance that it happens, but honestly, if it's like, especially you start off overtime, you got 5 minutes, you're down to 2.5 minutes left. Half of your overtime's done. You guys haven't put anything together as of this point. throw him out there. Give me a Drury, Kelly, McCarr, and just see what happens. I mean, this feels like a spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks
Right.
kind of thing. And you know what? If they score, you look like a mad scientist genius. And if they don't score, it doesn't. It's no different than any other overtime. So,
Right.
what do you got to lose?
What do you think about, I think Logan O'Connor kind of like maybe fixes some of this.
Oh
in
my
overtime.
gosh.
Because he's one of those guys that, he's your best penalty killer, and he's got some offensive ability.
Yeah.
So you throw him out there and you're killing two birds with one stone. If the other team has the possession, okay, he's out there for some good defense. And I know it's different defensively at 3-on-3. I'm not trying to make this seem like it's normal defensive structures or anything like that. But a guy who can play, the two-way game, those are the guys maybe you should put out there. So I think it would be a change. Hey, everyone said Patrick Waugh was crazy for pulling goalies with like 3 and 4 minutes left, and now that's the norm.
I was going to say because the Avs just survived a 3-minute barrage of 6-on-5,
right?
And yeah, I agree. Before, like 11 years ago, 12 years ago, no chance are you seeing that,
right?
And now, like you said, it's absolutely what happens. Why not give you guys a shot? So you know what? Throw that spaghetti at the wall.
You know what? I give Joey a lot of credit for just thinking outside the box. And like I said, everyone's saying it'll break those two guys up with offense in mind. And you do have to have offense in mind, but hey, find those two-way guys. Those really good two-way guys. And see if it works. Why not? Why not?
Well, and can you imagine too, like a good McCarr defensive play, good poke check, and then when LOC's back, LOC's real good at finding that open ice and getting all the way down there when there's some open space. It really could. That could solve all of your 3-on-3 overtime problems. Probably won't, but it could.
Something's got to work. Matt, we had this early in the season, as we're at the top of the standings, and we had some questions on. We talked about them yesterday on trades, and the Avs going to be active in the trade deadline. Who would you trade today if the trade deadline was today? Okay, I'm always willing to talk trades. I think they're fun to talk about. I wouldn't do any right now because why would you? The Avs are doing great.
Yeah.
But when names are out there, whatever fan base you root for, people are always like, oh, could we bring them in? Would they fit here? And the two names that you are hearing, and Matt asked about this, Nazem Kadri and Steven Stamkos. So would the Avs trade for either one of those two guys?
Every Avs fan wants Nazem Kadri back. I don't think there's a single Avalanche fan who doesn't take him on this team given the opportunity. I think you're going to have to convince Calgary to eat all of that salary to make it work.
A lot of it.
Like basically retain everything. I mean, personally, just from enjoying watching him play with the Avs and the Cup run and everything that he brought to the table for that, would love to see Kadri back. I don't see a trade for him actually materializing. I think there's probably other teams in a better trading position to get him off of that really not doing great Flames team.
Right. No, they're terrible right now. As far as like Stamkos goes, the way I responded to him was, I don't know if Stamkos just has completely lost it.
Yeah.
And, at his age, you never know with guys, but, he was a star for so long. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because it just hasn't been good since he got to Nashville.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine, like, his numbers were not dropping off in Tampa, and to now all of a sudden they are in Nashville. So I'm leaning towards that's just not a good fit for him, right? That makes the most sense.
Would make sense, yeah.
You would have to think if he went to another team that kind of suited him a little bit better, things would get better for him personally. But I don't think that team's for the Avalanche. No, I don't think Stamkos fits well for the Avs. And I'm with you on the Kadri thing. I would love to have him back because you loved rooting for that guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What? It's the same issue that the Avalanche are going to have, even if they do want to go after Sidney Crosby. What do you got? Yeah. What do you got to give? I don't know.
And then that brings up another great point too. How do you fit Kadri and Crosby on this team? That makes it really difficult to do as well. So
if they do get
off.
Kadri, they're still going after Crosby, is
Oh
what
yeah,
you're telling me?
100%.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. And then you just have a gluttony of riches of, and,
Yeah.
but what do you do in just terms of like where you put? I mean, obviously he's still producing. He's still producing very well on a very poor team.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the Avs go get Kadri, throw him back on the second line, and then go tell Brock Nelson, "Oh, you're demoted," even though we just signed you to a 3-year extension,
Right.
and he's playing very well defensively. Brock Nelson seems to be picking things up slowly. He's starting to play a lot better. His defense this year has been very good. The offense seems to be coming for him. So
Yeah.
I just feel like you're just telling Nelson, we gave you one month into, I mean, if they traded for him today, I'm saying,
Right.
where you're telling Brock Nelson, like, oh, 1 month into this season, and we're already shifting things around and have fun on the third line, which the Avs will not do. They're not going to put Gabe Landeskog making $7 million on the third line, and then Brock Nelson making $7.5 million on a third line. That is a very expensive third line. You can't do that. So it'd be nice. The nostalgia factor to have him back would be all nice and sunshine and Disney, but I just don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think the Avs need it right now. They're doing very well.
Yeah, I don't see where he fits in with the current lineup unless you, like you said, were to drop Nelson down or trade somebody out.
I was just going to say, trade Nelson. Like that would have to be the trade. You'd have to trade Nelson to bring Kadri back.
And there's probably a lot of people that would be on board with that trade, but I don't see that happening. And again, Kadri was one of my favorite players when he was here. He was so much fun to watch, so much fun to root for. Really got under a certain Blues goaltender's skin, which I appreciated as well. So, everything about him was just great.
I mean, that hat trick was one of the best moments.
So great
in Avs history against St. Louis.
To go into St. Louis and do that after everything that happened. Wonderful. Yep. Easily top moments ever.
And then quickly, we did have a question about, it's fun. Who was better in their prime, Joe Sakic or John Elway?
That's so hard to answer.
It is.
That's
really
so difficult to answer.
And I don't want to answer it. And I shouldn't have to answer it, and you're not going to force me to.
I don't think I can. Both guys brought championships to Colorado. Sakic brought it first, and then Elway 2 years later brought the Broncos' first championship into the state.
But also took them to 3 of them before, so that's good too. I mean, it took you a little while to win one, but you were obviously successful if you're going to the Super Bowls.
And then both of them go on to be GMs. I almost said Landeskog because his name was up on the screen. Elway's legacy as GM sort of faded at the end there. But you still have to give him credit. Without Elway, you don't get Peyton Manning. And without Peyton Manning, you don't win a 3rd Super Bowl. Yeah. And so Elway's directly responsible for 3 championships, but then Joe Sakic's directly responsible for 3 championships. It's so hard to choose which one is better. And being lifelong diehard Broncos and Avalanche fan, I don't think I can really make that choice. Both guys mean so much to this city. It's really difficult to make that call.
I just feel like your allegiance will lie with who you root for more between the Avalanche and the Broncos. If you're one of those guys that like yourself loves them equally, you can't answer that. If you're more of the hockey guy and you follow the Avs more than the Broncos, you're going to say Sakic. If you're the football follower, it's John Elway. It's just how it's going to go. But
100%.
I can't answer that question. It's too difficult. Too difficult. So.
Who's your favorite kid? I will not. There is no good answer to this.
Right? Exactly. All right, we have some more jerseys. We love talking about these things. So we have some Olympic jerseys that were announced. So we're going to show them to you if you're watching on YouTube, and we'll just talk about them and if we like them or not. We'll do that next. Let's hear from FanDuel. The NBA is back. There's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. And even if you miss the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. If you're an everydayer, you know that the NBA is not my thing. I'm talking about like, hey, if we threw, I don't know who's a Nuggets fan that we could throw in that conversation like that. I wouldn't put that Nuggets player in there just because I don't watch the NBA.
That's fair. It's Jokic.
You do. How are the Nuggets doing this year? Like I have no idea what the record is. Tell me.
They're doing well. I don't know the overall record because I'm not quite as plugged in, but I believe they're undefeated at home still. And Nikola Jokic with a 30-point triple-double, 15 rebounds, 15 assists against Miami. Just absurd numbers once again. Wow. So, yeah, Nuggets, man, they're
5-2. 5-2.
Okay, yep. I knew it was a good start. Yeah, they're a really, really strong team again. I mean, it's the time of year where everybody's once again talking about dual parades, and I am here for it.
Okay. That's all I needed. Hey, maybe 3 parades?
Let's go.
3? Could be. But right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So head over to FanDuel.com to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right, we got some jerseys to look at. We have Finland and we have Team Canada. We're going to throw the Finland ones up here first. If you're watching over on YouTube, I like them.
I like them a lot. Crest is so good. It's so cool looking on a hockey jersey. My first instinct was I didn't care for the stripe too much, but the more I've looked at it, it grew on me almost instantly. I think these are sharp. These are really well done. Finland is going to look great.
Yeah. You don't have, I think for either of these, you don't have like the whole setup. It was just the jersey. Yeah. So you don't know what the color of the gloves are or the helmets, the pants, any of that stuff. It's just the jerseys that I saw. But yeah, I like these. I like the, and for honestly, like in the Canada ones and these ones, I like the white. I typically like the darker jerseys more, but I like the white ones for both of these guys. And the blue ones are nice. It's like that two-tone blue. The main blue is a deeper blue, not quite Avalanche blue, but darker than that a little bit. But
yeah, it's definitely not an Avs blue. It's actually maybe even almost like a Bronco blue.
Yeah,
closer to that than the Avalanche.
You're right. Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah,
I do like that the stripe color for both of them is the same color. Something about that just looks really cool to me. The fact that it's the exact same stripe and all you did was change the overall color of the jersey.
Color. Yep. That's a good point. Yeah,
I think that looks really good.
But I like them. I think they're sharp, and I think you can. You're always kind of in Finland to come up with some pretty good uniforms. So
yeah, they do.
The Team Canada ones. So this is interesting because I sent you. I think they have 3 of them. I've only seen they have the white, the red, and the black, and I've only seen like on their official Team Canada page they don't have the black one up there. So
was that BR Open Ice shared the one with all 3? Yeah. So
right. So there's the white one.
Sharp.
There's the white one. I like it. It's pretty clean. Just got the leaf in the center, like you're kind of used to over the last couple. Couple lines on your sleeve, and there are lines on the bottom. There's 2 lines on the bottom of the jersey. But that's pretty much it. I like the white ones. Here's the red ones. So you have the black leaf instead of the right one. The red leaf. There's red on the white jersey. On the red jersey, it's black.
I don't like that.
The lines are black and everything. Do you like this one or no?
I don't like this one as much as the white. The red leaf on the white jersey looks excellent.
Yeah.
I don't like the black leaf on the red jersey as much.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it just doesn't look
There's something about it. There's something like I think It's just the black on the red normally looks good. I think maybe if you outlined it in like white or something, maybe
I
just
was
had a
thinking
little
that too.
stripe of white. Maybe it would
Something
just
to make
like
it pop a little more.
right,
Yeah.
right. Because right now it just looks like a Rorschach test just thrown up on a jersey.
Does a little bit.
And then you have the black one, and then the black is black on black. It's predominantly black jersey, and they did outline this one. So you have the leaf, which is black, and then it's outlined in red, and then your lines, the 2 stripes on the sleeves, and then the 2 on the bottom are red.
Yep.
I don't like this at all, man.
I like this one a lot.
I don't like this at all. And I'm going to put up another blow up the image of just that. It looks like, I don't know what material that is. It looks like the dude's wearing a garbage bag.
See, I didn't think garbage bag. I thought like the hoodies, like when you buy it looks like a hoodie more than a jersey. And it also probably doesn't help that he's wearing a hoodie under it, it looks like.
Yeah.
And so you even see the hood. But that material is a little too shiny, I think. You probably wanted to go a little more matte black on the main color. The shiny on the leaf, I think, is okay. Maybe a little bit more matte, but I don't know, man. I kind of like the black with the black leaf red outline. I think that's sharp, depending on how they do the rest of it.
That's a good point. Like, what is the rest of this? If you're just going like blackout and everything is black, gloves, pants, socks, everything is just black, like this is gonna be weird.
You can have any color you want as long as it's black.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this, just this image. Maybe it'll change when I see the whole setup.
Yeah.
But right now I am not a fan at all. I think the white one is, I think, the best one.
Oh, it is.
Then the red one, then the black one.
Yeah, flip the red and black for me. I'll take the all black over the red with the black leaf, but we both can absolutely agree that white one with the red leaf, it's so clean, it's so sharp. I really like that one a lot. That looks like a national team's hockey jersey to me.
Now, are you going to be buying any of these with our beloved Colorado Avalanche?
Honestly, that white one, I might want a McKinnon one of that. Yeah. I really might. I shouldn't spend the money on it. I don't need to buy more jerseys.
Sure you do.
But I might need to buy more jerseys.
We'll see. I don't know. Now, I'm interested to see what the other ones are. I want to see obviously what Team USA is and Italy. I love seeing like what Italy comes out with it, or even Germany. Like Sweden's is always cool. I mean, you kind of know what you're going to get with Sweden with those 3 shield, whatever they are. But they'll make it look nice.
They will.
Nice, so,
and Landeskog's in it, so it's going to look extra nice.
See, that's where I'm going.
Yep. That's why Sweden always looks the best. I mean, Canada's jerseys are amazing, but you can put together the most basic jersey of all time, and Landeskog is going to make that thing pop.
He gave Landeskog inside a jersey, and it looks good. So,
yep,
guy just has that ability. But whenever those come out, we're going to be talking about them because we like talking jerseys here. So, whenever that happens, make sure you tune into that. And Avs play this weekend. We really didn't even discuss that, but a back-to-back over the weekend. So we will be back on Monday to break all of that down. So make sure you tune in to that.
2 late games.
Yeah. The times just continue to kill me with this schedule. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Hey, you know what though? We play good Oilers team and then a okay Canucks team. We'll see how it goes.
The Oilers are struggling themselves. They're not.
Yeah. So take advantage. Get yourself 4 points on a back-to-back, and we're going to be feeling really good come Monday morning.
Absolutely, you will be. So, make sure you tune into that one. So that's going to wrap it up for today. So thank you for tuning in, making it your first listen of the day. That is always appreciated. He's Mr. Zach Pearson. I am Chris Micieli. This is the Locked On Avalanche podcast, where, of course, you have made it through another 24 hours, and you're that much closer to Sidney Crosby being the Colorado Avalanche, along with Nazem Kadri, of course.
Kadri Crosby.